Feeling like a flower path kind of day? Maybe. It'll depend on what Leaf has. Good letter from Diva. Ready to rock, Steven? These pants are awesome. You're gonna love them. I know that. They scream Diva, but they also scream Steven. Way, way louder. Diva, you don't wear pants. No. 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 No, 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 Diva. No, bad. No. Just no. I also, I want to work on flower paths, but I also know that, I don't have the most time today for recording. I also got started a little later than I had planned because I'll admit, I've been moderately curious to basically keep an eye on, general feelings of various Americans around the US when it comes to everything going on between our two countries. And I spent a good, probably half an hour just debating, leaving a comment on a video of an American basically going over how Canadians are feeling right now towards America. I mean, I can tell you how a lot of us are feeling. If anyone watching this is curious as to how Canadians are feeling towards the United States at this exact moment, we're angry. We are very angry. And, it's one of those things of, y'all would be too if it was the other way around. You know. But yeah, we are very, very angry. Hello, Diva. Sweet. This is really coming along. What you doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Check it out. I'm making a wooden mini table. DIY stuff takes some major elbow grease, so I like to go all in with it. It's worth the effort. Oh, already crammed your brain with a wooden mini table making know-how? Yeah, I mean, a mini table isn't terribly hard to make. Plus, I think it's a default recipe. Whoa. Wouldn't it rock if we all made a wooden mini table, DIY style? I mean, it would rock if you had furniture, period. Diva. Leaf. I will get back to Leaf, and Simon will probably still be there. One of the things I know this guy basically questioned was, effectively a case of, because there's... The general consensus is that, as Canadians, we're probably not going to trust the American government for at least the near future. That could be 2 years, that could be 4 years, that could be 40 years. It really does depend on how y'all go about things. And, I don't want to sound, rude or anything. And I do want to reiterate, I have nothing against the American people. It's your government that are threatening my home. So, it is really gonna depend on how various elections go in the future. Because it's basically well known that the midterms can basically render a presidency moot. So, you know, 2 years from now, your midterms, y'all can fix this to a degree. You can't undo what he's done, but you can at least show the rest of the world that you're trying. Which I know saying that makes it sound like I'm saying you didn't try, and gonna be honest, there's definitely some factors that make me a bit bitter on that front. But, like, hello, Serrano. Hi, Izuchi. Glad to see you, Steven. Let's chat. Walking past Diva's house, I smell potato salad. My tummy's still rumbling now. Well, go ask for some. I'm sure she'd give you some. She's a nice gal. Hi, is still itchy. But, like, the main thing there, and this annoys me with every election, so this isn't exclusive to the United States. I just want to make that abundantly clear. When you'll basically get, like, people around the country, like, I'll use Canada as the example. There's a lot of people who have been unhappy with Trudeau's prime ministership. And the general cry will be, well, I didn't ask for this. But, like, yeah, a lot of people didn't. That's kind of how elections just tend to work out. Oh, Steven. Sorry, I was just kind of spacing out there. You know, deep thoughts. To tell you the truth, I was thinking about moving away from Astera. Alright, wish you the best, my man. I never thought this day would come, but I guess nothing will last forever, right? We'll miss you. I'm not just saying that. You've always had top billing in my heart. Enjoy your life on Astera while I sail away into the unknown. Hopefully on a luxury yacht. We're gonna need to keep an eye on who moves in after him, because Graham's giving me some vibes that he's up to something, and I feel like he's been discovered by somebody, and he's moving out because of that. It's the vibe I'm getting. But, like, Canada right now, the Trudeau government, is a minority government. And of the people that voted for him, I think it was only something like 20-some% of registered voters. And that's just registered voters. That's not even everybody eligible to vote. That's just the people registered to vote. Like, that's the problem. I understand this was designed by someone from any isle. Unique style, Hula. It's not. It's very basic. Bland. So, like, quite often what you'll find with elections is only probably around a third of the population actually voted for whoever won. Yeah, yes, there's a hat for me. Let's get a nice helmet going on. A nice mustache. Get a nice doctor's mask. Still really hoping to get some dress pants. So, like, when people throw out the, well, I didn't ask for this, it's like, yeah, that's kind of assumed, because there's usually only about a 1 in 3 chance. But also a thing that tends to be a pretty consistent thing when it comes to elections is just about as many people as voted for whatever party won probably didn't vote. That's almost just a constant. Steven, what kind of clothing do you usually like? How would you describe your style? Ooh, I bet I know. You're all about, like, a green and white checkered pattern, maybe on an apron. I would wear that. Babes, you're doing that thing where you think everyone is you again. I mean, I would vibe with that. If I still had the shirts, I had a pair of shirts that were like that checkered pattern. But that was like early high school. Don't have those anymore because they kind of got too old. Started ripping. Probably wouldn't fit anymore anyway. But like, and I do apologize, I'm talking so kind of politically. It's just, like, the thing that will always frustrate me with literally every election is a lot of the times, I'm not saying all the time, and I'm not saying this is the case now with Americans, a lot of the time, the people that cry, I didn't ask for this, are usually the ones that more or less just assumed whoever they wanted to win would win, and just didn't bother. I say this as somebody who basically never votes, but that's because I don't want any of them to win. I couldn't care. Like, they're all how I have always viewed politics. Like, literally always, since I could grasp politics. Hello, Gala. Sorry for not getting up. Really comfortable here. That's very fair. How I've always viewed it is it's a choice between 2 to 3 vials of poison. And I'd rather not drink them. The problem is that poison still gets forced down my throat whether I drink it or not, but I'd still rather not drink them. Honestly, I feel like every democracy should have some sort of rule where if not enough people vote, the election's called off and redone. Because, like, it doesn't make sense to me how, like, again, up here in Canada, we have something like 20% of people wanted the Trudeau government. Well, that sounds like, to me, like, the people don't want any of the political parties. That's what it sounds like to me. If not one of them can get even 40 to 45% of the vote, the people don't want that. Now is the time I should also make mention, I was a political student. Which is partially why I do get rambly about this stuff from time to time, because, like, it, you know, I did study it in school, and, like, it's very much one of those things of, I also, for a good amount of time in the MMO EVE Online, ran my guild more or less like a constitutional monarchy. I was still the leader. I was still in charge. If there was ever something that needed a tiebreaker, I was the tiebreaker. But for the most part, I let people manage themselves. Because I felt like that was the best and most efficient way of running my guild. Because, well, especially when you even get to groups of 40 to 50 people, not all of them are going to want to be doing the exact same thing. And my guild was closing in on 200 people at one point. Like, it was pretty big. And I was not going to sit there and pretend that I knew exactly what they all wanted. Especially where the barrier to joining my guild was submit an application, I'll click accept. That was the barrier for entry. So, and I basically advertised it as a guild that did a little of everything. Like, that's what it was. So again, I wasn't going to sit there and pretend that I knew what everybody wanted. I left running things more or less to my directors, which the best way to describe that would be a Congress. And it worked for quite a long time, until an external power came along and poached my directors. That might also explain to a lot of people why I am very much in the camp of being angry alongside my fellow Canadians. I have lived through an external power coming and ruining things that, you know, I had worked hard to build digitally, you know, sure, but I still know what that's like. And it sucks. So seeing that it's going, that it is attempting to happen to my actual home is infuriating. Here we get our message bottle. Someone on an island out there. Our weather was so nice out today that I went for a long walk. On my walk, I thought of this DIY recipe. Wanted to get the idea out into the world, so put it in this bottle. Try it if you have the materials. Good luck, Callie. Natural square table. Alright. You got a table recipe from a squid sister? I'll take it. We'll come and see Pinky. And yeah, again, I do apologize for this little ramble, but like, it's just the thoughts in my head at the moment. She fell asleep looking at her vacuum. Hey there, Mr. Beetle. What are you doing on this spaceship? Huh? You know what? Hey, Steven. Thanks for waking me up. Guess I needed a quick snooze. That is fair. Right back to sleep she goes. I mean, that is what happens when you don't own a bed. This is probably my money rock. I don't think I've bonked this one yet today. Yep. But like, yeah, like, honestly, it is very much a case of, if I were to ever seriously get back into EVE Online and get back to seriously trying to rebuild my corporation guild, I honestly think I would probably more or less write up a constitution, have rotating directors, and basically have it be a democracy. Just because, again, like, I can't pretend to know what everyone's going to want or like or want to do or, And sure, I could hyper-focus what the corporation does, but that's not my style, because I don't hyper-focus in EVE Online. I do a little of everything. It's just what I do. So, wait, I don't need to be in here yet. I need to go to the museum first. Also, I just noticed they're selling Balatro on the table. Okay. Pop in here, get our fossils identified. But yeah, I will ramble about other things now, just because, like, I spent way too long rambling about that stuff. And I do apologize if I managed to upset anybody. But just keep in mind, like, I do not mean to do that. But I am also, I feel quite understandably upset with how the world is going. Got Wilbur. Hey, man. Good to see you again. Thanks, man. Hey, Brewster. I would like some coffee. I will absolutely have some. Yawny, yawny. I just woke up not long ago, if you couldn't tell from my voice being all screwy. But, yeah, I'll ramble about something else, and then my brain's like, what else could we ramble about, boss? It's the only thing in our mind right now. It's like, I don't know. I suppose there is one thing I can kind of talk about, and it's something kind of cool. Though, again, this... okay. This is a thing with World of Warships. So, there's been a growing complaint of Wargaming hasn't given us a new coal ship in forever. And people will jump to, oh, well, they haven't given us a new, you know, unique coal ship in forever. They've recently turned, well, recently as in kind of mid to late last year, they gave us some premium ships as coal ships, which was pretty cool. And they've done it again. With this recent update, you can now get the Japanese battleship key for coal. Honestly, I would say that's more than worth it, because it's a pretty solid battleship. It's also pretty unique as far as Japanese battleships go. It's pretty cool. But it's not unique, yet people are suddenly really happy and excited to be getting a new coal ship, and it's like, but y'all were complaining not that long ago about Scharnhorst 43 being added for coal. And whoops. No, I want to sell those. I really wish I could just, like, hold A. Can I just hold A? No, I can't. That's holding A. There we go. I'm gonna buy Balatro. I need to. Need to buy Balatro. 18 bucks, I'll take it. It's worth it. It's a pretty fun game. I really want to stream Balatro again. I streamed it a long while back, before it, like, really blew up. I mean, it was already big back then, but, like, it hadn't, like, super blown up the way it has now, and I'm like, man, I really should have just, like, kept streaming it. I might have got a fair few views after that. Nah, I don't think I could have kept doing it all the time. It's a game I got really into playing for, like, a few months, and then I've kind of just gotten to the point where it's, like, a time killer game. I think that's more or less how I view it. Simon! Simon's running around with a stick. Yay, Steven! I was just thinking about how I wanted to see you. Let's chat. Best tasting island is Astera. Everything tastes great. Everything. Rather you don't lick the fire, but... Hi, Steven. Thank you for saying hello, darling. It's the latest. The things you want to do and things you have to do. But don't forget to do nothing now and then. That is very fair. Our plaza is very packed. Oh, hello. Isn't this the most perfect day to shop for flowers? And shrubs, too. You're so lucky. Today I'm selling the beloved Camilla. Time of year when it looks its very best, so plant this little friend soon while it's in season. I'm here to shop. Okay. Potatoes. I already have potatoes. It's got lilies and mums. Those azaleas. I think I've got some azaleas in storage. Nah, I think I'm pretty good. Let's do a bit of fishing. But, like, people got so upset when all they did was add premiums to the coal shop, but, see, when you listen to the plea of a tortured soul, okay, I'm probably being melodramatic, but got into a prank war with Caroline a while back. And now, well, I'm not sure who won the war, but I have a bad feeling about some of the things I did. I can get her a present, but I'm too shy to deliver it. Any chance you can help me out? I hope. I don't know where she is. Okay, well, let's see if I can find Caroline. I don't think she's home. I think she's out somewhere, but she's not, like, out wandering around. So, she's probably in the museum? Maybe? Oh, no, she is home. Okay. I just didn't remember her being home. She probably wasn't home, and then suddenly was home because it became 11. That's probably what's going on there. Caroline. Hey, girl. Peanut. Glad you stopped by, Hula. Delivery here. What could it be? It's from Ed, so it's probably something crap. This is from Ed? What could this be? Guess I should just go ahead and open it to see. College cardigan. And you can try it on, but... I will look the other way. It's hard to tell. I think it does actually look good on her, so... Good luck carrying this, so he must really want us to patch things up between us. Feel bad about our argument, too. Maybe if he sees me wearing this, he'll know we're both sorry. Thank you for delivering this. I feel like a weight's been lifted off my shoulders. A hand knit tank. Man, knitting a whole tank? Pretty cool. It's just wild to me seeing people just, like, flip-flop like that when it comes to warships. And then people wonder why wargaming doesn't, quote-unquote, listen to the players. It's like, they do listen to them. It's just, the players don't seem to be able to agree on what they want. Ever. So, like, you know, you got on one hand people going, we want unique coal ships, and on the other hand people going, we'll take anything. And on the other hand, you have other people going, we don't care. So, like, who is wargaming supposed to listen to? You know, I'm personally in the camp of, I really wish wargaming would basically just go through and add any premium that's more than 5 years old to the coal shop or steel shop, whichever they want to put it into. Like, really fill out those shops. But they won't do that because that would be the majority of the premium ships in the game, and then a lot of new players wouldn't be as tempted to spend money because, you know, when the majority of premium ships can be gotten for free, you're probably just going to get them for free. I know I would. You know. Suppose we should go give Ed the news before I forget. Okay, where are you? Where are you, Ed? There you are. You did it! You delivered the package to Caroline. Ooh, that's a load off my mind. So what did she say? Keep me in suspense. So no hard feelings? Ooh, that's a relief. When I write a song about this, you're definitely gonna get a shout out. I wish you wouldn't. On both fronts. Like, it's weird. The World of Warships community does just baffle me. And I do need to get playing that game more. I haven't played it in a while. I've gotten kind of burnt out on warships. And, like, it happens from time to time. There's also just so many other things I want to be doing where I'm just like, okay, I'm not that interested in playing warships right now, so I'll just play it later, and then later just doesn't come. Even if there's, like, some event going on I want to do. Like, there's a legendary Dutch commander that I'm pretty sure I've spent too long procrastinating on to get easily for free. So I'm going to need to wait for him to probably come back so I can get him then. Which is a bit annoying, but not going to lie, it is a bit annoying. But it's fine. I'm not that worried about missing him. Like, I don't have many of the legendary commanders, so it's mostly just down to, like, blah, I'm getting too impatient. People put way too much weight on a lot of the legendary commanders. Like, sure, this Dutch commander is ludicrous if you can get all of his buffs going. It's pretty ludicrous, especially on some of the Dutch cruisers. But, like, this kind of falls into the same discussion that's been being had around Mario Kart. Like, the math of your skill doesn't matter as much as your actual skill does. So, like, jeez, I am really sucking at fishing today. So, like, I could take any ship, any commander, hand it to probably any of you guys who have never played the game before, and then I could hop into a random tier 1 or tier 2, and I could probably still win. Because I'm just simply experienced at the game. That's not me trying to be like, you guys couldn't beat me. No, like, if you guys have never played World of Warships, you're going to suck. You're going to struggle to aim, even if, even if you're in a battleship with the best guns in the game, you're gonna struggle to lead me. Because you've not played the game before. You're not familiar with the mechanics. Based on my actual skill at the game, a good portion of the community, if it was a 1v1 scenario, I could probably win against. Just simply because my general skill level is higher than the average player. It wouldn't matter if they're in, as long as we're both in similar ships, like both same tiered ships. Wouldn't matter if they have a legendary commander and I have a 10-pointer. Like if they have a maxed out legendary commander and I have a 10-pointer. Like, I'm probably still going to come out on top more often than not. Doesn't mean they can't still get lucky. That's why usually things like that are done in like best of 3 or best of 5 to try to eliminate that luck. Because there's always a chance that luck can play into things. And like, I'm not trying to be egotistical here either. Like, I know there's players better than me. As much as I give him crap a fair bit of time, Potato Quality's probably a better player than I am. Probably. I don't know for sure, gonna be honest. But he's probably a better player than I am. Like, there are some content creators that I can almost guarantee are worse players than I am. But those content creators, the one that's coming to mind the easiest, will admit that he's not good at the game. That being the Mighty Jingles. He admits he's crap. He knows it. He doesn't pretend otherwise. Olive flounder. She's gonna sell these fish. I have so many messages on Discord right now. I need to get to them. Blah. I was actually gonna end my episode here soon, so it works out, I guess. Check my Nook Miles. Okay, I think I'm gonna get one more thing for selling. Oh, I do have another thing going on in here. Oh. We have 200. We're a clever father or mother. We have 200 DIY recipes. There's more. Game, can't you just, like, show me the new ones instead of making me look? I'm being lazy, I know. We've had 30 coffees. We're a rich blend. Okay, nothing else. I do hope, with the next Animal Crossing, if they keep that system going, that they, like, have a little, like, number or something just to tell you how many things you have completed right now. That way you can, like, know. Hello there, Steven. Home has 2 beautiful stories now. Take this opportunity to experiment some new styles of interior design, which brings us to the cost. 1,248,000 bells. Yeah, I know. I actually thought I was in here yesterday, so... But I wasn't. I'm really bad at remembering to come in here. That's one of my Nook Miles. I love how at the beginning of the series, I'm like, I wonder how long I'll be able to keep up the 7+ day streak. And it wasn't even like a full month, was it? Like... jeez. I am kind of crap at keeping up with that. But yeah, like, I've seen so many people in Warships be like, no, you need, like, the German legendary commander because he helps every German ship. It's like, yeah, he does, but it's such a small bonus that it doesn't really matter. Then there's the Russian commander who everyone's like, oh man, he's so busted and overpowered and broken. It's like, Is he though? Like, I don't personally think so. Like, the only real good thing he's got going for him is his basically final trait, which, if you manage to take damage, that puts you down to, I think it's like 5% or 10% of your remaining health. It heals all debuffs to you, so all like instances of fire and flooding, and then gives you a small heal and makes incoming shots slightly less accurate. Oh wow, you barely survived, and you get to barely survive for a little longer. Good job, you. Like, it's never mattered anytime I've encountered him. Like, I've still generally beaten that Russian player, you know. But, yeah, rich. Ugh. That is going to be it for today. We've been going for a fair little while. Again, I do apologize for my kind of ramble rant. It's just, there's a lot going on, and sometimes I just need to talk about it. So, thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then! And now on this end card, I would like to ask if you liked the video, hey, could you hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It would help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.